Good morning.
Good morning, Deborah LeeAnn.
After seeing you, it's so weird to be on the other side of the screen again, but ah, this is a fascinatingly beautiful and really uh, unfathomable gene key. Would you like to introduce ours this week?
Yes, and we're talking about Gene Keys written by Richard Rudd, and this Gene Key this week is Gene Key 48. And when we're talking about the shadow or the very human side, that would be all about inadequacy. We know that so well. But out of that is the gift of resourcefulness. And once we move through the resourcefulness to the Siddhic state or the highest consciousness state, it is all about wisdom.
Mm. And there's so much we can talk about in this place because first of all, I feel like inadequacy is something that he even calls it like the um, human shadow that is the deepest and darkest of them all.
Well, because
And
it's all connected to our emotions.
yeah, and and what I really like now that I'm starting to put these things together with the codon rings and the where this was formed in us is during our um, the 7 to 14 years, right? Like the middle school. I think of that as middle school. And this is so perfect. When we're in middle school, all we think about is what other people think about us. And then we compare ourselves and we're not, I mean, blah. So it is that to me felt, oh my gosh, it threw me right back into the depths of how horrific that emotion can be. So,
Right. And when we talk about the repressive nature of this, it's called bland. And if just picture people who follow other people, it's like sheeple. It's you don't um there's you're too afraid to look at your within your body, and so
stand out. Yeah.
you're modeling the patterns of society. I mean, it makes me think about how we all wanted to dress alike, right?
Yes. Oh my God.
You didn't like.
She got those new go-go boots. I want them too.
Right,
You know.
right. So that's the bland. The reactive nature is unscrupulous, and
Okay.
that's when they use their knowledge and manipulate people's fears,
Yeah.
um, while hiding behind the system of
Right.
like, well, that's how it is, and you know,
Yeah. I was just at my classmate reunion and it's so funny to see who these adults are, actually older, elder adults that were such goofballs in high school. And one of them was just the trouble guy. One of them was the captain of the football team. That role that they played and they walked through life like that, and that is not who they are now. And it's like they had to find their own way when they weren't playing a part, I want to say. So, and we were terrified of the bullies, right? We just let them have their own way so they got to play that game. Where I want to go with is how this ties into resourcefulness. I know that he one of the things that I love about this in the book is there's a quote that says, "If we don't know how to handle emotional states with equanimity, integrity, and clarity, we never fully enter adulthood, but remain at some level children."
yeah,
Yeah,
and that goes for us, and because we model a lot of what our parents were like.
yeah,
And so, really reflecting on that, there's no more important job than a parent, because if you aren't emotionally stable, that's what you're giving your child, and they stunt their emotional growth.
yeah.
So,
And how do we model that as elders now? Or I'll speak for myself,
Right.
because I want my children, as they grow into the adults and the parents that they are going to become, how do I hold myself with integrity? And they're getting so much better about not worrying about I mean, but that I can still hear it. It's like wired into them from culture and cultural expectations and so forth. So resourcefulness seems to me like kind of going, yeah, I know that you're there, inadequacy, and what am I going to do now? I'm not going to let that stop me. It feels like there's more of a choice. It does feel more mature. Um, and I don't think you could, I mean, just like any of the other journeys, we can't get to that citic state of wisdom without heading through the resourcefulness. I do want to make a differentiation between knowledge and wisdom. Do you want to take that on, or?
No, you can go ahead.
So, so knowledge, I think for a long time, especially as kids, we're always about learning, learning, learning. And if we knew more, then could be more. We could, have better grades. People would like us, whatever. And then there's in the adulthood about if I knew more, I could get promoted, I could get a better job, blah, blah, blah. So there's this thing of constantly searching, and especially for spiritual seekers, if I just know more, then I can have a better enlightened life, that whatever that path is for each of us. And wisdom has nothing, it is about being with uncertainty, not knowing, and that's where wisdom drops in.
And the wisdom is coming from the body. And
Yes.
and this is in the, like, if you look at human design too, this is in the splenic area.
Mhm.
And if you think about that, that's lymphatic. And so your body knows, like, it senses, right? It has a lot of senses. And so when you recognize, the thing that I realize is your fear of inadequacy, we're moving out of inadequacy into this key of resourcefulness, is proven to be an illusion. Like, your body recognizes that what you think is not necessarily really true. And so it's the surrendering into the not knowing, like you were talking about. Here's another quote. It is through your unknowing that the pearl will be delivered to you. So you must neither repress nor react to your fear. You must simply sit with it. And so solutions come when you arrive at the moment of fear, open, unreactive, vulnerable, and unknowing.
Oh,
And that is so alarming for a lot of people to be that
vulnerable.
vulnerable. Like, yeah, usually we, I know the answer. I know the answer. I know the answer. And so it's pure honesty.
Yeah. And for somebody who's got the shadows of opinion and arrogance in my chart, I know that one because I've hidden. I could hide behind my intellect, and then you didn't really know what was going on with me. And I can see that so clearly now. So the beauty of, and this is something that he goes into quite a bit in the audio transmission of the 64 ways, and about how feminine this key is, that this is the lady, he calls it. And we all have feminine and masculine poles. So it's not just something for women. But he said women understand innately, whether or not they create and have their own children, they understand how to make something from nothing. And so we deeply trust in the process of allowing our body to bring forth something that has never been. And that totally shifted the way I look at wisdom, because I never have thought about it in that way before, that we almost have to empty out and just surrender. Did you say surrender to the uncertainty?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when, and we know this, right? If we get stuck in something and we go outside and weed in the garden, then the thing comes to us, or we're washing dishes and we're like, oh, there's the answer. We have to kind of like go away from it, stop trying to figure out the answer, and then the beautiful solutions can drop in. So,
And this is also in the I Ching is called the well. So it's always there if we give it the space.
yeah. And deep, and we don't know how deep the well is, and it's dark, and I love that. So the mudra is so beautiful. You take your fingers and touch them again like we did last week, but we put our wrists together, and this is our body holding our innate wisdom. And breathing into that allows the wisdom of who we are, which I love also, will be around even after this body dies and our mind dies. Wisdom remains. So allowing that to be. Breathe in and out. Do you have any wisdom that we can be sharing here?
I'm feeling that it's rooted in trust in your body. And a lot of times we've ignored our body.
Yeah.
And it's telling us.
And look where it gets us when we do that.
Yeah. I'm pulling something from the Cosmic Ascension deck because that's what feels like it's coming forward.
And what I love about this deck is our mind doesn't always understand, especially the light language, that symbols that are written, which is the beautiful way for us to receive whatever inspiration, whatever is supposed to drop in for us.
Top, middle, or bottom?
Middle.
So this is all about peace.
Oh, it almost looks like the feminine holding it inside the womb. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Beautiful. And this is lady. Peace. Okay. My peace is an active creative state. Peace is an active state. It is patience in action. It has been confused with lack of emotion, action, or desire. True peace is a foundation of strength that knows your capability deeply. This is the peace that passes all understanding, and the Palladians value peace because it keeps you open to new information, solutions, and support.
Thank you.
You do not get swayed out of a predominant state of peace when you know your creative capability and support of life. You honor the flow of your emotions into a positive expression that serves your clarity, focus, and change. In a peaceful state, you're able to interact from a place of empowerment no matter what the situation. So this asks you to take stock of your peace. Start with successes. Remind yourself of times when you've resolved anger or fear. Remember how time has supported you as a new form progressed from the unseen to the visible. Review how your challenges have benefited your current strength, compassion, and clarity. You are innately capable, changing constantly and supporting in many ways. So this light language is here to support you with aligning your peaceful strength and liberating you from fears and beliefs that inhibit you from feeling safe to embrace your uniqueness as well as the flow and timing of life.
Man, that is beautiful.
So,
yeah, expansion.
This is all about.
That was one of the things that was interesting is up till now, we have done all of our growth and expansion as humanity and as a civilization through really working with the technology of explosion.
Oh, yeah.
And the internal combustion engine and the bombs and all of that. And now this new form of technology that we'll be able to tap into when we wake up enough or surrender enough to our wisdom will be the implosion, which again is that inner feminine, inside out kind of creation. So, wow. Mm,
Enjoy your wisdom this week.
absolutely. Take good care.